The question is, what really happens after the flight lands? What happens when the American dream suddenly ends at the airport gate? This is the story nobody tells you. Welcome to TimesXP's Indian Diaspora section with me, Priti Athri. Now, an aircraft touches down in New Delhi or sometimes Amritsar. But there are no celebrations, no welcome banners, just silence. Inside that particular plane are Indians who once left with dreams and now they are returning with questions marked by one word: deported. The first step is not freedom, it is paperwork. Officials step in, documents are checked, identities are verified, and every detail matters here. Where did you go? How did you enter? Who helped you? Because this is not a return, this is an investigation. And then comes the questioning. Not aggressive, but serious one. Authorities want to understand whether this was a legal visa or an illegal route, whether agents were involved and what exactly went wrong. Well, behind many deportation stories, there are hidden networks, agents, middlemen, and false promises that convince the people that there is no risk and there is guaranteed success. Now, for many, that promise turns into a trap. Well, after questioning, some are allowed to go home, but not everybody. Well, if there is any suspicion of fraud, legal trouble can actually follow. Cases may be filed, investigation may continue because deportation is not always the end of the problem. And then comes the most difficult part here, going back home. Families are waiting, neighbors are watching, and questions start immediately. What happened? Why are you back? The hardest part is it is not answering the officials, but explaining failure to your own people. That why you went to another country illegally, because for many families this particular journey, it was everything. Savings were spent, land was sold, loans were taken, sometimes 30 to 50 lakh rupees or even more, and in a moment it is all gone. The dream that once felt so close, it is suddenly broken. But you know what, the impact does not stay there. Deportation also brings long-term consequences. Now, in many cases there is a US entry ban. Years where returning becomes impossible, and it is not just the US. Immigration record, it follows you, making it harder to travel to other countries as well. Stepping back and look at the bigger picture now, every deportation flight is not just carrying passengers, it is carrying stories. Stories of risk, desperation, hope, loss. Most people do not begin their journey to break rules, they begin it to build a better life. But somewhere between promises and reality, things do fall apart. Routes become dangerous, agents disappear, systems catch up, and their dream, they definitely collapses. So the next time you hear about deportation, do not just see a number. See the human story behind it, because for many the toughest part, it is not getting deported. It is starting over after coming back.